Hey, I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory. The honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It's just a quick lesson through the spirit. It's about being circumspect, staying in the spirit, and really just, paying attention to your surroundings, man, and being fucking circumspect. This is the canarymissionary.org. Basically, they have what they call the Southern Poverty Law Center, which deal with so-called hate groups, okay, that's exposing a new world order and speaking out against the small hats. And their narrative is to spin a narrative to make it seem like that we're unsavory people, that we're terroristic, that we're pretty much inhumane to society, and that we need to be done away with. So this is why we try to tell you people, man, that you got to be circumspect and watch what you be circumspect and watch what you put out there, because this canarymission.org, these people have been having tabs on the Hebrew Israelites and just so-called hate groups, which we're not a hate group, but you got certain men out there that do dumb shit. Like we say, you play stupid game, you win dumb prizes, stupid prizes. In their case, this is Bishop Nathaniel, which, the IUIC, which is known very controversial, pushing Christ. Then you have the ISUPK. Then you have Sakari, okay? And this is why we tell you jakes out there that be on the social media, stop fucking posing with guns. Stop putting shit like, what you're gonna do to people. Stop putting that out there. Because once you write it, it's out there. Once you say it, it's out there. And you better believe somebody done got a copy of it. I done seen videos put up and within 20 seconds taken down, but they got the whole fucking video within a matter of seconds. This is why you jakes have to be careful on what you're posting up, man. Okay, don't give them the ammunition that they need, because they're gonna come at us anyway. That's a given. But make the motherfuckers work for it, man. They're gonna come at us regardless because of what we're teaching and what we're speaking about. So be it. But Yahweh Shai said, so the ministry be not blamed. So you don't want to have any accusations against you that can harm you, though they're gonna make up shit. Because with Yahweh Shai, they solely lied on them. They sent up false witnesses against them. Set up men, they search coast to coast to find men to try to trap up Yahweh Shai in his words. Okay? And that's gonna be the narrative with us. They're gonna have to find men, they're gonna have to find people that's gonna spin a narrative, because they don't have anything on us. Like, they're not gonna be able to go to a site or an email or something like that and say, oh, well, my lawyer said, or he did, or we gotta post him with guns and Uzis and shit. No, that's not gonna happen, because we watch how we move out here. Okay, you gotta be circumspect. Like Yahweh Shai, he moved with wisdom. Okay, because if you look at it, the Romans was trying to seize up Yahweh Shai, and Jake was trying to seize him up. That's why when you notice when he spoke in parables, man. Because if he would have went off according to the law, the high priests and the Pharisees would have held him up for that. If he said something against the Roman government, they would have considered him to be a high treasonist. Okay, he didn't just incriminate himself, because he said, like, when they rolled on him that night, he specified it. He stated it well. He said, y'all come upon me like a motherfucking murderer, man. Roughly paraphrasing it when they hemmed him up that night. Okay, he said, I preached openly in the synagogues, and yet y'all didn't do anything. But now y'all coming up to me like I'm a murderer and a thief, man, with weapons like to slay me. He said, I said everything out in the open, man. So you have to understand the times we're living in. Shit is we're in volatile times, man. And you guys out here, like prime example, they got your camp. These are men that's part of these groups, man. Okay, ISUPK, posing with guns and shit like that, man. Which having a weapon, that's your business, but you ain't supposed to be putting that shit out on Facebook, man. Not putting it out there so everybody can sit up here and label you something that you're not. If anything, they come against us, it needs to be false accusations. They shouldn't be able to link a weapon and then you writing shit like this. Who robbed the small hats on Eastern Parkway? Really don't think I regret that. I remember when we robbed them in the hood. Like, why would you say some shit like that, man? Okay? That's not wise. That's not circumspect. That's not smart. Okay? And they're just doing too much. doing extremely too much, man, and you have to check that shit. Because now you dudes are targets, man. Like I said, we all are. But regardless of that, don't make it easier than what it is. It's another picture of 2 individuals from the Sakari group, and that's another group, Sakari, posing with guns and Uzis. I mean, they're posing with fucking military-style artillery, man. You know, and saying this and that. And they already have a controversial standpoint with the government anyway. They have a video, well, they have pictures of these guys, but I'm not going to post it because it has these men real names on there, and I'm not going to sit up there and I'm not going to put that out there like that. That's not within my reason to put that information out there, because that's not how we get down. Even though they're a bunch of reprobates and they do dumb shit, we ain't going to incriminate, you know, incriminate other Israelites, man. That's not ethical. That's not how we get down. But I do have a clip with their names on it, but we're not going to show that. That's none of their business. If Esau want them niggas, he go get them himself. I'm not helping with that. That's your problem. You deal with it. All right? But anyway, this is the book of Colossians 4. And I'm going to start at verses. Let's start at verses 5. It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Walk in wisdom, okay? Know your enemy. Assess the situation. Don't just willingly give these motherfuckers the key to your house when they didn't earn it. No, man, that's not how that works. Okay? Be circumspect. Understand what's happening. Can you have weapons to protect your family? That's fine. That's your business. That does not need to go on social media. Okay? You having problems in your marriage? Fine. That does not need to go on social media. You say you just smacked the shit out your bitch? Fine. That does not need to go on social media. Okay? Posing with Uzis and Tech 9s and shit. That does not need to go on social media. Saying you're going to behead a small hat. That does not belong on social media. Anything they come after us is going to be solely our teaching on the streets. Yeah, they got sound bites of us stating that when the Lord gives us a spiritual power, we're going to make moves, you know. Fine, so it be it. That's in the scriptures. Hide behind the scriptures, man. Don't give Esau the ammunition he needs. Because like I said, when he comes against us like he came against Yahushua, it was based on a false narrative, man. It says they sought out false witnesses to come against him, to trap him up in the words, man. So we already got false witnesses. So we don't need to fucking give them ammunition to say, oh, well, hey, this is X, Y, and Z. No, because what they get on video when we're teaching, I mean, we can't help that. It ain't like we fucking hiding. You know what I'm saying? We told openly, and we ain't hiding that shit. But regardless of that, it ain't their fucking problem. All right? It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without. These people out here don't have no wisdom. So you have to be the wise man. You have to know what to say and when to say it and how to say it. Learn how to fucking blend in, man. You know, when you go to work, should nobody know your fucking Hebrew name. Okay, you shouldn't be wearing fringes to work. You know, being circumspect. You know, if you're articulate and you're wise, or you're what you want to consider intellectual, then fine, be intellectual. But even then, hide behind that shit. Like in school, and in the class I'm taking, a lot of it deals with political issues. And I speak how I speak, but they don't know that I'm a Hebrew Israelite. They don't know that. They just think I'm a man that study, and I do study. I read, I look at things, I listen to people. All those things are true, and we form our conclusions through the Spirit. But no way they can trace me to say, oh, well, he's part of this group. They ain't gonna be able to do that, okay? Because we're in an information age. People have access to shit. Like the teacher was describing some symptoms, and I was breaking them down. She said, oh, here's a doctor right here. She was looking like, damn, you know quite a bit. But that's the point. She can't attribute it to what I've been studying. She just know that I'm well studied. Things like that. So let your light shine, but be careful on who you shine your light around, so to speak. Not saying being a fucking dummy. No, we're not saying that, but be circumspect, Jake. All you niggas out there, man, that's part of these other Israelite groups, bro, just give it up, because a lot of you are in for a rude awakening. Like, I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of you guys that's part of these groups, like these men here, when push comes to shove, a lot of you are going to bag out. A lot of you are going to look for a way out. A lot of you are going to regret what you've gotten yourself into. Man, that Hebrew Israelite shit, man, I didn't know it was going to be like this, man. And that's more of you lesser camps that's not teaching the reality of what's coming. Because we teach our followers and that listen to us the hell that's coming with this. The hell that's coming, persecution that's coming, okay? The insurrection that's coming behind this. We tell our people that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first came in and my oldest, I was learning the brothers, man. They straight up told me. They were like, look, man, you can very well lose your life for this. They didn't hold anything back. I said, so I can die for believing this, huh? He said, yeah, you can. He told me straightforward. It was up to me at that time whether I wanted to continue to stay or go. But the Spirit like, nah, this is where you need to be. And you, so be it. A lot of you guys, you come in this thing thinking that everything is going to be okay. You find your wife, get you a nice garment. You know, you get you a lineup. You marching down the street. You're part of something. It feels good. But you don't know how to deal with the bitter part of it, which is the persecution, which is coming quick. Okay, because when they shut this internet down, you better believe that they're going to start trying to come after the men of the Lord. Okay, because we're not going to have anything that's going to readily come to our defense outside of the Holy Spirit. Okay, that's why it says, let your speech be always seasoned with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer every man. So, hey, also knowing how to answer people. You know, you got a different spirits, different approach. You know, if you're dealing with a knucklehead, then hey, you may have to speak knucklehead language to the nigga, man. You're dealing with somebody that has a half a brain, and you may have to sound a bit articulate. You know what I'm saying? Just being in the spirit to know. Okay? You just gotta know, Jake. You just gotta know and be circumspect. Luke 20. This is the book of Luke 20, and I'm gonna start at verses 19. It says, and the chief priests and the scribes in the same hour sought to lay hands on him, and they feared the people, for they perceived that he had spoken this parable against them. And they watched him and sent forth spies which should feed themselves just men, acting like they're righteous men. Oh yeah, shalom, oh man, that was a good sermon you put on. That's beautiful. Oh man, you know, dabbing you up, pouring you up wine. They appear to be just men. They give you the salute. Yeah, they seem to be just. They seem to be on point. They seem to have your best interest. But low-key, these men have a sinister point behind them, man. You got to always be careful with somebody that's always hasty, man, and that's always willing to sabotage the whole operation just for a moment of shine, man. Be wary of those individuals. You know, you got to constantly keep telling motherfucker the same shit. Watch out for them people, man, because you just never know what their intentions are. You know, just chill. And it says, and they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feed themselves just men, that they may take hold of his words, that so they may deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor, man. Okay, that's the point, man. So this is an example of that. Pete. It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, we know that thou sayest and teachest rightly. Neither accepted thou as the person of any, but teachest the way of God truly. Is it lawful for us to give tribute unto Caesar or no? Okay, but it says, but when he perceived their craftiness and said unto them, why ye tempt ye me? Okay, and that's the point. They try to see what he was going to say, because under an Israelite, on our law, we have the right to be sovereign. So basically, we would have went against that. The high priest would have had a chance to hem him up and say, look, man, this man is a demon. He's blaspheming. They would have pretty much found any reason to pretty much put Yahushua to death under the laws, statutes, and commandments, man, of being a blasphemer, man, okay, and breaking the law. And Salaki, I'm in a public place, so I'm kind of, you know, trying to be circumspect. But see, if he would have said, nah, don't pay taxes, X, Y, and Z, and then the Romans would have had a reason to come down on Yahushua, basically stating out he's not paying tax, he would have been indebted to them, which is another penalty. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with these jakes, man, and with these people, period, because their motives are not good. You know? Let me go here, Matthew 25. Oh, Matthew 26. So this is the book of Matthew 26, and I'm going to start at verses, go down a little bit. Yep, 26, and I'm going to start at verses 47. It says, and while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12 men, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave him a sign, saying, whomsoever I should kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast. And forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, which is Malchus, and smote off his ear. And Yahushua said unto him, Put up again thy sword into its place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he should presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But then how shall the scriptures be fulfilled, that thus it may be? In that same hour, this is the point, said Yahushua to the multitudes, are ye come out against a thief with swords and staves to take me? He said, damn, like y'all really pulling up on me like this? It says, I sat with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hand or no hold on me. Okay, he said, I sat in the temple, but you ain't do shit. It shows you they didn't have anything on Yahushua, man. Okay, it was all the accusation to put the Lord to death, man. Okay, so be ye circumspect, man. Okay, wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Matthew 10, and I'm going to end it. It's kind of a lot of background noise here, but this is the book of Matthew 10, and I'm going to start at verses, let's go here. 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, that's the point. Be wise, be circumspect, pay attention, man. Don't be putting all that crazy shit on the internet if just don't. Matter of fact, social media that's fed operated anyway. You know what I'm saying? All that TikTok shit, the Facebook, Instagram, all that shit is database to the NSA, man. It's what the whole face, your selfie, your face recognition shit is about. You taking a selfie, they already got your biometrics. They know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Bad enough they got deep fakes. But it says here, but beware of men, for they would deliver you up to councils, and they would scourge you in their synagogues, and ye should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you should speak. For it should be given you in that same hour what you should speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Father, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you, man. And the brother should deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children should rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved, man. Okay, so hey, endure, brothers, man. Be circumspect. But these men, they gonna get carnal, and then shit like this happens. So I'm in there giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a barakah.